What up, fam? Welcome to another episode of Break My Wallet. Now, it's been a minute since I've done one of these. I think the end of 2022, right before my last haul video, meaning my last ever haul video. I've been true to my word since. Haven't done a haul video, been enjoying Lego as I get them, which is great. Totally refreshing, and I'm loving it. If you're not familiar with this series, it's literally me just window shopping through Lego.com and third-party Lego companies. And I also just got back from the Lego store, like literally right before this video. All right, so let's just get right to it. Brickmania.com. Now, I like to start here only because it's a passion of mine. Now, unfortunately, nowadays, I'm not able to buy like literally everything as they come out like I used to. I now just get things as I really, truly want them, which is great because my wallet's not hurting so much and I can allocate that towards other Lego, pretty much to get more money for my buck. Still though, I treat Brickmania and companies like this as like dessert for me, so something that I can truly cherish as I get them. Currently right now they have a 15% off of their Kobe sets. Brickmania does sell Kobe. For all of you who are out there that want to bash me for buying Brickmania and like companies like it, want to spend a lot of money on like a tank and pressuring me to why not buy Kobe, check out that Kobe versus Brickmania video that I did a long time ago. But for me, I don't really care because Kobe is not really my thing and it's not Lego. So either or. First stop, let's go into their vault. Now the vault is like retired Brickmania like models that they had like on display that they currently have in need to get rid of. So currently they have a few things on here that I am not currently interested. Oh, the Swift boat's here at a decent price. It's not that much more than what it was selling for at retail. So if you want the Swift boat, this is a cool thing to have. I have this personally and it's a great set, one of my favorite ones. They still have the Blackhawk here. I'm surprised that this is still on here. I would presume it would move. Did they drop the price? They probably did. I remember that being very pricey, so that's good. Like I criticized the vault for being too expensive for some of the things that are on here, and a lot of them didn't move. Now this chess set is by far my favorite chess set. I have this. I didn't buy it for that much, but it's like way less than that. But oof. All right, so there's quite a number of things on here since the last time I've done one of these. And for one, the Australian M1A1 Abrams. Now I have an Abrams tank already, but not the Australian version in this unique color scheme. But adding that to the color camo is really cool. And it's also nice to have like an Australian like military, modern military in representation through Brickmania. And these minifigures are sick. For what you're getting here, like there's no stickers here. It's all printed. You get 2 custom minifigures, so like $25 each. So that's like $50. So it takes that $450. If you want to add some like Australian infantry soldiers, which are these guys right here, you can. It ups the price, obviously, but I think this is something that I don't want to sleep on. But I just right now I'm just not going to pick it up. It's not something that screams to me right now. This is another thing for the Ukrainian benefit. This is the new 2S7 Pion. I'm not familiar with this thing, but it's another Ukrainian right there that I don't have because I like to collect all of these guys. I think they look cool. Oh, artillery soldier. I need that guy. The Leopards on here as well because if you're paying attention to current events, Germany is sending them their Leopards to help the Ukrainians fight the Russians. So these are pretty cool as well. I slept on it when they gave away 2 free German soldiers as well, but you know, I think the Leopard is dope. I really wanted this tank at one point, but again, I just didn't pick it up. And then they have the HIMARS on here. Now I should get one of these because I am artillery, and well, HIMARS is a part of that world. And this Mekong Vietnam War Ravine monitor, it looks interesting. The amount of minifigures that are on here is pretty cool. I mean, look at this guy's tattoos. Let's see. I still haven't got the Coast of Kiev, and this is like the version 3, the third version of this jet. I don't know. I just don't know why I haven't jumped on it. Even during the Mad Minute sales, which everything becomes 20% off, I still haven't picked it up. Now, I did pick up one of these new Humvees that Dan made, like his own version of it. So I have done nothing with it because I also have 6 of the older versions that Justin did. So I don't know. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do. I also have one of these, I think. No, I don't have one of these. The green version, I don't think I do. Quite a number of sets on here. I did complain last time that they had too much of like unique stuff and they needed to slow down a little bit and get a little bit more mainstream like US or NATO basic military stuff like Humvees, which they've been doing a great job with. So having Humvees in stock, having Shermans in stock, I think that's like the best thing they should be doing because those are like great, you know, just overall hits for Brickmania. So that's good that they're actually doing that as well. But I'm not going to be picking up any of their sets today, but let's look at their minifigures. Now they have quite a number of minifigs since the last time I've been on. Now I think this was on here last time, the Dungeons and Dragons. I didn't pick that up. I don't really play the game. I was more of a 40k player myself, but they have some other interesting figures. Now I've already picked up every single Ukrainian minifigure that I can grab, but they have these cool like modern ground crews of like the US Air Force, which is pretty interesting because they have like a little, you know, vest, road guard vest. I think that's just really funny. I think I could use that torso. If you're a Marine, you'd probably understand why. But they also have this new Marine rifleman in desert camouflage. He only comes in one color. Like their first version of this, you can buy him in multiple colors. So in skin tones, now you can only get this in one, which is interesting. You can kind of change them out with their custom heads as well if you really, really wanted to. I have a few of these, I think, maybe 2 or 3, maybe more. But the new artwork with the sappy plate carrier instead of like the big bulky, I forgot what it was called. Oh my god, it's been so long. But they have this. They're wearing the plate carriers, like my own personal minifigure that Brickmania did for me. So not really for me, but of me. Either or, they have him if you really want him, and that's pretty much it. I mean, a lot of the other minifigures that are on here are pretty cool. I just don't need any of them. So Brick Veteran. Now, this is something that I already have on pre-order, or at least I'm about to pre-order. It's the Black Knights version of the Legacy F-18 Hornet. I already have 3 of these. I have the Maverick version and 2 Navy versions. Now, the Legacy Hornet is like the Marines version of this. They have the older versions of the F-18 because we get hand-me-downs from the Navy. And when this set was being like played with, like which unit they should do, I suggested the Black Knights. So the Black Knights, if you're not familiar with them, it's VMFA 314, which is the ones in Independence Day. So the unit that Will Smith was in Independence Day, this is a unit. They're doing it. They also have the Green Knights as well as an add-on. So if you wanted that version, you could. I'm just going to get this one and then make a video of it because I have now 4 F-18s after this set. Yeah, I know it's a little excessive, but I just had to have the Marine version of it as well. They also have a couple other things that are on here that you can buy, but they do have the P-51D for the 332nd Fighter Group. I do have this. I built it. I need to make a video of it. I actually have like creative block making the video, so I don't know where I'm gonna go with that right now. It was supposed to be for Black History Month, but hey, every month's Black History, right? So either or, I need to get on that. Citizen Brick. If you're not familiar, a really, really, really good pad printing custom Lego company. Looks like Lego. Even Lego designers acknowledge the fact that their minifigs are done in a way that Lego does it. So if you want to see how Lego would make a military minifigure, this is how it's done. They do 360 printing where they can, and more simplistic artwork, which I think is just the right amount for any custom minifigure. But they do touch a lot on like pop culture stuff, and then they do things that Lego would never do. K-Town Bricks. Now, one of my favorite third-party Lego companies now because, well, I love Castle, or mainly building armies. But they have a lot of options, and they are going into pad printing now. That's a new thing. So, look, if you're a Castle fan, there's no way you can't not appreciate what they make here. I mean, I have a bunch of these I need to assign to my Black Falcons. Forest Moon Bricks, but I haven't really seen much from them again lately. Eclipse Graphic. I don't know if they have anything like new. Like, what's new with them? Ash Wednesday heads. New cocktails. That's pretty much it. They have like a huge sale on all their brick arms because they acquired Brick Warriors. So, and I use Brick Warriors a lot, which I'll show you Brick Warriors in a second. But I almost got worried a little bit with Eclipse. Like, they weren't doing much noise in the custom world for a bit until they acquired Brick Warriors. Brick Warriors. Now, this is something that I usually go to when I add stuff to my Black Falcon army. Like, I get a lot of their armor, their weapons, just to add a little bit more character to some. They do full minifigures. I don't buy their minifigures. I do get all their stuff from like their armor and plates. So I go into like Castle, Fantasy, Vikings. It's like split up into 2 different things. You can go into Fantasy, you can go into like, let's go elves, and then you'll have all like, you know, gear they can get for elves or dwarves. So, you know, they have some cool accessories if you want to like add or like update your army in case any of you here are like Lego army builders, like knight versions. So I definitely recommend them. If you buy multiples, you kind of get a discount once you hit like a certain price point. So the more you have to order, like the better you can go. At least I recommend it. Oh, I didn't even see these torsos. Lego.com. I currently have 122,000 VIP points. I'm like waiting to 1,000 and then I'll buy something. So I just got back from the Lego store with JB Brick Fanatics. one of the designers for the BTS Lego set. Now, I honestly should have just given him $1 as opposed to buying a $100 set, but I just wanted to support him. And this is like an actual military set, right? Because BTS are military now. And there was actually a bunch of other things in here that sold out from under me when I was in the store because I wasn't paying attention and I was trying to find an orange brick from the BAM Tower. Orange brick minifigure guy. But I guess, you know, since I'm not doing haul videos as hard, I guess I'll just show off what I want to get. Now, this thing just popped out of nowhere last night. The Executor Super Star Destroyer. I'm not going to pick it up. I don't need it in my life like right now. I'll just get it eventually, maybe during like May the 4th or, you know, oh, it's on May 1st. So I'll probably pick it on May the 4th when I need to cross a certain threshold to get the whatever the GWP is. So I think this is a good job of like a midi scale or just a model just to have on the desk. I really do like this. I do have the UCS Star Destroyer, so that's not built, but this I can build and I can display it anywhere. I did pre-order the Rex helmet as well as the Cody helmet. Like I did pre-order those on Amazon, so those should be arriving like tomorrow, and I should have just bought it like at the Lego store because I would have got another GWP with the, you know, moving truck. I ended up getting like 4 of them because I had like a huge order of like bricks and pieces. Same thing with the ambulance during double VIP. I got like 7 because I have this huge bricks and pieces orders, which I can go in a second. So I just broke it up into increments to be able to get these GWPs, and I have a ton of them now, which I'm going to sell and trade just to get more sets for the fundraiser that I do at the end of the year. Cabin, I do want eventually. Same thing with the Star-Lord's helmet. I think it's really, really cool. Nice pencil holder. I can definitely use it in my office. I do need to pick both of these up. These are definitely must-buys eventually. This Disney 100th celebration set. Yeah, I do collect all the brickheads for Disney and a lot of other brickheads. For some reason, I just stopped building them. I have like a ton of them and I'm just not building them anymore. But I am going to pick this up eventually and keep it in this box, I guess. Now, this is sick. I don't know if I want it enough to buy it, but either or, it's still sick. Rivendell. Now, if I didn't purchase all these bricks and piece orders, this would have been a definite buy come the 5th. Now, I honestly have nowhere to put this. I was already kind of rearranging the shelf to kind of make room for a display for it. But honestly, I just have nowhere to put it. And I do really, really want this. And for $500, I still need to buy a lot more pieces to get ready for Brick World Chicago. So that's more of a priority at this point. And, you know, I'm going to get it eventually, just not on the 5th. Now, this Cruella and Maleficent, I want. I love her coat. I love how it goes out beyond her arms. Now, Speed Champions. This was the other things that kind of sold out quick while I was at the Lego store today. There are a lot of people just buying cars. I love Speed Champs, and for a minute, I thought I was going to be able to collect all of these 8 wide versions of them. I'm out of room again. So out of this box, I just want this version, but do I really need it? I don't think so. So I might pass on this and maybe only pick up one out of the line of Speed Champions for this series. Now, like I said, I got Cody already. I was supposed to get this. I wanted to get the Wally Brickheads, and I didn't. Like, they were all behind the cash wrap, and they just kind of all sold before I got to them. I'm not in a dire rush to get it. Like I said, I've been accumulating all these Brickheads, and I've yet to build any of them. Porsche, I don't think I'm going to get. This one looks kind of weird. So this one probably might be a hard pass. The Ferrari is the one I probably might pick up. But, you know, to be honest, the Ferrari from the wave 2 waves ago, I think is the best looking one. Like, do I really need this one? If I were to pick any of them up, this would have been it. This is currently my wanted list of things that I thought I was going to buy or maybe thinking of buying. I have yet to buy any of them, and I probably might delete nearly all of them. None of them are keeping me up at night that I need to have, so which is a good thing. Like, I don't need any of this, which is great. And I've been focusing a lot on army building and my future dioramas that I'm currently accumulating parts for. So the main thing that I come usually to buy or get things from lego.com nowadays is the pick a build or bricks and pieces, whatever you want to call it. So pick a brick, online pick a brick. I already have this like lionized castle, mainly the things I need to buy, and right now I need to build the facade of the castle. So these are the selections that I usually choose just to build my army, and right now they have a couple things. I did buy like 150 of these lion knights fully equipped. I need to bring this 400. There are a bunch of things on here that have come in handy, and the reason why I've spent so much lately. I purchased like 150 of these lion knights, so It's about a good unit to use in the dioramas that I'm going to be doing in the future, as well as their like capes and flags. I'm going to need a bunch of those as well. And they only allowed you to buy 34 at a time, so I had to make multiple orders with them. So instead of just getting 34 orders to whatever I needed, I kind of added like skeletons because I'm trying to get like 2,000 skeletons. Right now I'm up to 1,000 of them. It's what I'm going to use to fight my Black Falcons in these large epic battles. Now the goal now for my Falcons by themselves is to get about 2,000, just cuz like I don't know if I'm ever going to display them at 2,000 instead of just being in position, but like when I take them out in display, like in conventions, or when I make these mock battles, I don't think I'll be having 2,000 Black Falcons on the field. I'll probably do like 1,000 at most and like 1,000, skeletons, which for me, I think getting to 1,000 skeletons is pretty good. Maybe 2,000 of them. The buying skeletons is a lot cheaper than buying the Falcons just because the parts are a lot cheaper. But I'm happy to see that the Black Falcons now are readily available if you want to make them or build your own armies. But I do need to get more horses and more heads as well. But that's usually where a lot of my purchase power has been going, is just bricks and pieces. So for today, I got a BTS set and some pick a brick, and that's about it.